Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to today's NMAT Daily. Yesterday we spoke to you guys about how to fill the NMAT form. Okay, now that is step one. Step two, which is very important, is to go ahead and fill the NMIMS application form so that you are eligible for NMIMS Mumbai, all the programs and all the campuses. Okay, so let me step by step guide you through the entire process of how to fill in the NMIMS application form. Okay, so once you go ahead, you have to remember, you have to go into the website which is called as nmat.nmims.edu. Okay, once you log in there, you will come to your apply now page, which is there, right? Now, there are two steps to it, correct? Step one is NMAT by GMAT, which I have shown you guys how to register and fill the form. Once you're done with this, you will move on to the next step, which is apply for the MBA program, which is there. Click on apply now. Okay, once you go ahead and click on apply now, it will take you to the next screen, which asks you to fill in your NMAT by GMAC ID. That means step one is mandatory. So if you have not yet finished your NMAT form, NMAT by GMAC, please go ahead and first fill that. Okay, if you have not booked in a date, that's okay, but your NMAT by GMAC registration and the fees for it, paying that fees has to be mandatorily done before you fill it up. Okay, once you are done with that, you need to enter your NMAT by GMAC ID here along with your date of birth, which is going to be available, and then you click on login. This becomes your automatic NMIMS portal login. Its username will be your GMAC ID and your date of birth will be your details required to log into it. Okay, once you log in here, it's a very short and crisp form which is there, so you have to fill in only a couple of details. Okay, so first and foremost is your personal information details, where this will be auto filled from your NMAT by GMAC form. दैट मीन्स जो आपने एनमैट बाय जीमैक फॉर्म में फिल किया था वो करेक्ट होना चाहिए, वो ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पे आ जाएगा इन योर name, contact number, GMAC ID, and all of these things. ठीक है? So once you are done with filling this part, then it comes to the most important and most essential part, which is choosing a program preference. It does not have an exhaustive form of repeat filling your data this time. It only needs you to fill in accurate details from NMAT by GMAC form and choose your program preference. So now if you look at the program preference options, you have different options. Okay, for example, the first option which we have here is your School of Business Management Mumbai, that is applying for only Mumbai campus. Okay, or you choose off campuses, that means non-Mumbai campuses are called as off campuses. All your PGDM programs like your Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, Hyderabad, Indore, all of them are called as off campus programs. Okay, then now NMAT is also acceptable for your NMIMS applications for something called as new programs of Center of Excellence Mumbai and Mukesh Patel, which can also be chosen here. Now, good thing is we have to fill the form only once for all the campuses and all the programs. So in case if you want to choose to apply to not just Mumbai, but multiple colleges, multiple programs, there is this option of multiple schools. Select that. Good thing is the cost remains the same. The cost is not increasing. So it's a good thing to keep your backup options also open. Even if you are hell bent ki nahi mujhe sirf Mumbai hi jana hai, we can keep our backup options open, right? So pick up the choice of multiple schools available out here. Okay, after that you're done. Once you, if you choose multiple schools, then it will ask you to choose the various program preferences. Now it is very important to make sure that you are okay. Yeah, so now when we choose your multiple programs, you have to make sure you are selecting the program preferences, and first program preference is mandatory to save in your options which is available. Okay, so you will choose School of Business Management में what is your first preference, and second mandatory ये तो है ही, second third fourth is optional. Off campuses may, again, you have to choose the first key, whether what is your first preference, Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, Hyderabad, Indore. So you choose that options available here. Okay, so ensure that you select in one of them as your first program preference, which is mandatory in whichever field you choose, whichever school or program you choose. Okay, after you're done with that, then there is very little that you have to do. You don't have much things. It's a very simple and a 5 minutes job form this year. You just have to read the terms and conditions, refund rules. At the end, select I hereby agree all your terms and conditions and go ahead and submit the form. That's it. That's all the NMIMS form is all about. Okay, now let's little bit understand about the eligibility criteria, since a lot of people have been asking ki, who is eligible for NMIMS, what are the various programs, and all of them. Okay, so now if I look at all of these, you can take a screenshot of this also and keep. They have their official admission handout 2021 released, which talks about which program comes under which school and what comes under off campuses. For your reference, this is very, very, very important. Okay, so School of Business Management Mumbai talks about only 4 programs, which is their flagship programs, where we talk about firstly, the School of Business Management, Mumbai campus, MBA core, the 2 years MBA program, then the MBA HR program, then the dual degree business analytics. What is dual degree business analytics? 1 year in India plus 1 year in Purdue. You will have to additionally give TOEFL after you're done with your NMAT for this, but that is the dual degree program. And then for the MBA Pharma Management. Okay, these come under the School of Business Management when you choose the program. Then your off campuses. Here you have your Bangalore, Hyderabad, Navi Mumbai, and Indore, the 4 PGDM program campuses. Okay. Now, the Mumbai campus also offers business analytics. That is now coming under a separate entity, a separate college called as Center of Excellence in Analytics and Data Science Mumbai. So when you saw the program preference options, there was School of Business Management Mumbai, off campus, Center of Excellence, and Mukesh Patel. Mukesh Patel is for a new program called as MBA in Digital Transformation, where you have 60 seats. Okay, the main NMIMS MBA program, which everybody keeps talking about, is your MBA Mumbai campus SBM, right? And rest all of them are the other program options which are available. And for people who did not believe the fact that 30% seats are for girls, boss, ye screenshot is from your admissions handout only, where it is clearly given that 30% seats in the MBA programs of NMIMS will be offered to girls. So that's a wow factor for the girls, right? Advantage hai to leverage karo, अच्छे से leverage करो, clear your exams, get good scores, interviews को हम clear कर लेंगे. ठीक है? The next most important question which comes about is the eligibility criteria. ठीक है? Now, eligibility criteria for all of them essentially is more or less the same, right? But if I look at our main core MBA program or all the PGDM programs in all the campuses, the most important thing is minimum 50% marks in aggregate. Okay, now there used to be an official statement which was there in NMIMS forms earlier that you cannot have a year gap, which is not there in this year's sub clauses mentioned. You can read the admission handout as well. So all the people who have that doubt and concerns that if I have a year gap, am I eligible or not for NMIMS? So long as they do not change any terms or anything, as long as it's not explicitly mentioned, you are eligible. You will just have to make sure in the interviews you have valid points to talk about and justify why the gap year. All right. Then we talk about your dual degree MBA in decision sciences, which is your analytics program with Purdue, which is there, 50% marks eligibility. Plus, like I said, you will have to give TOEFL or IELTS. कोई तो एक देना ही पड़ेगा, ठीक है? Which is obvious that's going to be there. And one very important constraint is maths. See, it is analytics, it's stats oriented. तो आपको 10+2 में करा होना चाहिए mathematics. You can't have left maths after your 10th standard. Okay. Then when we talk about your हाँ, if you have left after 10th but तुम्हें एनालिटिक्स में करना है, तुम्हारा बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, तुम्हें वो करना है, तो MBA बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स मुंबई अप्लाई करो, not the Purdue one but MBA business analytics Mumbai you can apply. ठीक है? Then which is your pharma management, again there's a little constraints about which field are you from. Okay, so for pharma management you have to have a background in any of these: pharmacy, life sciences, biotechnology, MBBS, BDS, all of these things which is there, right? So all of you guys are available. And if you have not done graduation in this but you have a relevant experience of working in pharmaceutical companies or in the healthcare industry, you are still eligible. Okay? So there are a lot of times, a lot of people who start with probably core engineering and shift to the healthcare industry and have made a career out there. Then also you are eligible out here. All right. So this is what is your eligibility criteria and the steps to follow, and make sure you fill in your NMIMS form thoroughly well. Just a quick reminder, this will be step 2. Step 1 will be filling NMAT by GMAT ka form. All right. Once you're done with these 2 steps, the third and the most important step for all of you guys is going to be to make sure you prepare well for your NMAT and get a good score, right? So all of you guys who have not yet started your preparation, feel free to get on board onto the Cat Kings NMAT Turbo online course, where I'll be your mentor. This is Anisha out here for all of you guys who've hearing for the first time the NMAT daily video series. So I did my MBA from NMIMS in 2015. Okay, this is an exhaustive summary of what all is available. In short, I'll tell you, you get access to 500 plus video lessons, everyday live lectures, mock tests, practice books, interview preparations, everything that you need to get yourself into an MMS. All right. So I'll take care of preparing you guys for all of them. I hope the videos have been helpful for you guys. If yes, please do like, share, and comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Okay. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any updates on NMAT further ahead. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. All the best. This is Anisha signing off. Bye bye. Take care.